All power to the people.
No one is illegal. Power to the people. No one is illegal. Power to the people. No one is illegal.
All power to the people.
No one is illegal.
Power to the people. To the governor's house.
Trump, escucha, estamos en la lucha. 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 Walz, escucha, estamos en la lucha. Walz, escucha, estamos en la lucha. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. We want to make sure that we're nice and loud so Walz can hear us from wherever he is.
Yeah, wherever he is.
So first,
You think he lives here or he lives in Woodbury? Think he actually lives here?
Probably spends a small amount of
Small
time
amount.
using it as like an office.
As an office. Like a governor has to have a place in Minnesota, so this has been a place for 20 plus years. So some people say he lives in Woodbury. I don't know. I wouldn't want to live here every day if I was.
Plus, if they don't protest, they're not
For sure. Might as well just label it on Google Maps as this is the house. It works.
So please give a warm welcome to Henry. When I say no troops, no wall, you say legalization for all. No troops, no wall.
Legalization for all.
No troops, no wall. Legalization for all. When I say money for healthcare and education, you say not for war.
Bro, that fan.
Money for healthcare and
There he got
education,
his
not for
fan.
war and
Deportation.
Money for healthcare and education, not for war and deportation. Hello all, my name is Henry. I'm an organizer with the Minnesota Abortion Action Committee, a grassroots all-volunteer organization
What's up, Pammy?
that fights for reproductive justice and trans rights. We stand 10 toes down with MIRAP and their demands to Governor Walz to make Minnesota a sanctuary state and ban all 287G agreements that allow collaboration
I'll go
with
right
local
back in.
authorities and ICE. We demand legalization for all and funding for health care, not ICE. The Immigrants' Rights Action Movement and the struggles for bodily autonomy and reproductive justice are deeply entwined. We cannot have bodily autonomy for all, accessible and affordable health care for all, comprehensive education for all, when our community lives under constant threat of ICE abductions and state-funded care. None of us are free until all of us are free. In the NAC, we use the definition of reproductive justice as defined by the Black Women's Caucus in 1994 as the right to have children, the right to not have children, and the right to raise children in safe and healthy environments. It could not be more obvious that our current government makes it impossible
Tim Walz. Timmy, two cats.
are used as bait to abduct their parents and are illegally detained in unsanitary and abysmal conditions. Pregnant people are forced to cancel critical prenatal appointments due to fear that they could be kidnapped at their appointments. This is an intentional war and an act of violence.
Timmy
on the part of
fucks
the
everything up.
administration. It is not a failure of the system. It's by design that the systems of injustice are perpetuated by our government and supposed leaders. Can I get a shame? Speaking of spineless bastards, I'd like to address Governor Walz directly. Walz, the Department of Homeland Security has given immigrant enforcement the green light to sexually assault abductees by denying any responsibility for the assaults, as well as revoking hardline protections against sexual violence for transgender detainees. While sexual assault impacts all genders, we know that women and queer people are more likely to be victims. Put your money where your mouth is. If we claim
Thank you for sharing it.
safe for trans people and a North Star safe for reproductive healthcare, then we must oppose ICE.
Guys, share out the live. Thank you.
Trump, the movement only grows.
Dr. Who 250, what's up?
Immigrants, for communities and fighting for the undeniable human rights of all people. When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do?
The
Stand
governor's
up for
crazy.
that. When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up for that. What do we do?
Stand up for that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, MC,
What's up,
for
Sarah?
that awesome speech.
Where's Bruce? Huh? Where's Bruce?
No one is illegal.
I see you. Yeah.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
No one is illegal. All power
To the people. All power to the people.
Alright, so thank you all for coming out this evening.
I know it's
We are here in front of Walz's government.
What's up, Resolution?
He failed to stand up for the immigrants.
What's up, Manuel?
Minnesota. Shame! So, a couple weeks ago,
What's up, Giggity?
announced that supposedly Operation Retro Surge would have a drawdown of federal agents and things would supposedly go back to normal. But
Thank you,
we're
Sarah.
not fooled by this, right?
They're protesting Tim Walz's policies on immigration. That he's caving into all their demands. There's not a drawdown. There's still 500 plus here in Minnesota.
These notorious 87G agreements, which would legitimize the cooperation between ICE and local officials, would be spread across throughout the entire state. And we've seen in many other states that this has led to vastly larger numbers of immigrants being detained and deported. So what's going on with these 87G agreements is essentially state-sponsored racial profiling. So, for instance, if an immigrant has the most minor of traffic violations or otherwise interacts with the justice system, they would be at risk
There's the boy from last time.
Pipeline. We are only here to tell Walz that we demand that he put a ban on all of these 87G agreements throughout the entire state of Minnesota and put huge penalties on
How you doing, buddy?
that dares to try to sign these agreements.
How you doing, buddy?
And Walz has absolutely
Ask him how he's doing.
do this.
Why is he hiding behind a post?
Just finished last week. And that's along with
What up, brother?
several other states like California and a couple other ones as well.
What happened?
Along with the demand I just mentioned, we have the demand in all which is that
from there.
all human beings
Where?
should be legalized because no human being is legal on stolen land.
Right wing. Sleep
Of course,
hunt.
we also demand that all deportations
Oh,
end.
is he? Does he have a sign in his hand or what?
Behind the woman with the sign.
Behind the woman with the sign.
Right.
Just to reemphasize what I mentioned earlier.
I don't know. He's not with us.
No
I think so.
cooperation with ICE in any way, ever. And we demand that Minnesota fight back and become a sanctuary state rather than bow down to Trump. Okay. Before we introduce the next speaker from USPCN, let me hear you on the next chant. From Palestine to Mexico!
From Palestine to Mexico,
All border walls have got to go!
Border laws.
From Palestine to Mexico!
Palestine to Mexico.
All border walls have got to go!
The border walls have got to go.
From Palestine to
Tim
Mexico!
Walz's house here, governor's house.
All border walls have got to go!
Border walls have got to go.
Money for housing and education!
Housing and education.
Not for war and deportation! Money for housing and education! Not for war and deportation!
What's up?
Okay, it's my biggest pleasure to announce the next speaker of the evening, Lena from USPCN. Walz is a member of the U.S. Palestinian Community Network. USPCN is a multi-generational Palestinian and Arab-led community-based organization in Minnesota fighting for the total liberation of Palestine.
So the chant. The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people united.
All right, like our MC said, my name is Lena and I'm a proud member of USPCN. We're here today to echo Murak's demands and to call on Governor Walz to do his job, to protect our immigrant neighbors and community members, even when we're not actively being gunned down on the streets. Over 2 years of genocide in Palestine have shown us
Thank you, everyone tuned in.
fascist violence
Appreciate
knows
the
no
harmony.
limits. And we've also learned how quickly our elected officials like Governor Walz jump on opportunities to move on from the uncomfortable realities of this country's cruelties. To ignore the harm caused to our communities and to forsake real justice in favor of shallow victories crafted out of
Make sure you guys hit
all
the
in
thumbs
name
up
of
on
unity.
YouTube, Northern Lakes Media. You guys
But
can
we
give a
know
follow.
that
We're trying to
there's
get to
no
1,000
peace
subs.
simplicity. Not for us here in
Oh,
Minnesota,
Lord.
not for oppressed peoples anywhere. Mainstream news outlets may have moved on from Palestine and have begun to move on to Minnesota, but we know that Israel is continuing to violate ceasefire agreements in both Palestine and Lebanon on a near daily basis with bombs and munitions paid for with our tax dollars. And we also know that ICE terror on our streets has not ended yet.
Yeah.
So are we content with that? Are we going to let up our fight for justice? Of course not. We know that fascists don't just decide to stop brutalizing people because our governor or our president have patted themselves on the back for establishing peace. For one, the notion that any peace has been established while people are still being abducted and murdered is bullshit. Two, fascists only stop when we stop them. When we tear down the systems that allow them to murder our people with absolute impunity. Fascist violence does not just magically disappear or go dormant when our
Comments
elected
definitely do
officials
boost
choose
a
to
lot.
ignore it. It continues to ramp up until we actively organize against it. Our enemies are organized but vastly
You guys hit
outnumbered.
the thumbs up button on YouTube, to
We have the
subscribe.
power
That's all
to
I
and
ask.
must work towards
Thank you.
building a future that matches
If you're on
the compassion
TikTok, hit that follow
Minnesotans have shown
button.
to one another
If
over
you
these
haven't
last few
already,
months.
thank you.
By ignoring and thus enabling the suffering of Palestinians during this ongoing genocide, by refusing to divest Minnesota money
Walz's
from
house right here.
corporations facilitating the genocide in Gaza, Walz ceded territory to the fascists. It's only natural that the tools of oppression used on Palestinians, tools manufactured by the likes of
It's a
Palantir,
protest in
will
front of
come
Tim
back to
Walz's
use
house.
against our own communities. If we want to win, we must recognize that all of our struggles are ideologically and materially connected. That it is all of us who are
Minnesota.
against human suffering versus those who are manufacturing human suffering. And we must act accordingly. We must continue fighting for and with all oppressed peoples, even if they do not look like us, and even if we're not
Skippy,
presently
welcome in.
experiencing identical plights. And we must continue demanding that Tim Walz stops negotiating with fascists and passes policies to actually ensure some semblance of peace in our communities. We have too much at stake for Walz to choose to take a beat when he feels that there is not an active, ongoing crisis in our communities. We have too much at stake for Walz to cede any more territory to Trump's cartoonishly evil games. We cannot wait for another community member anywhere to be extrajudicially executed for standing up against state-sanctioned violence or to be killed while being held in concentration camps propped up by our tax dollars.
Thank you for the quality engagement in the chat. I
Renee
appreciate
Goods
that.
and Alex Preddy's killers
push
have
it
still
out.
not been brought to justice. Kidnapped
kidnapped Indigenous and immigrant community members are still unaccounted for. Families in Palestine are still being torn apart, martyred, and arbitrarily detained in Israeli torture camps. No oversight or due process. The crisis is here, and we need to fight back and need our allegedly progressive politicians like Tim Walz to stand the fuck up and fight back with us. At the end of the day, he's either with the people or with the fascists. And I think we all know which side's going to be winning. El pueblo unidos jamás será vencido.
Brooklyn, thank you.
El pueblo unidos jamás será vencido. Free Palestine.
Thank you for the repost.
Legal sprawl.
Thank you so much, Lena. I want to invite everybody to come and take an amazing sign as well. The signs are right near me, right up front over here. Anybody who's standing along the sides of the sidewalk, you're welcome to gather right in front of here or grab a sign and line the street as you're doing. We have an amazing sign. We want to get our message out, so thank you guys so much. When we fight, we win! When we fight, we win! When we fight, we
Governor's house.
When we fight, we win!
Resolution, what's
When we
up?
fight, we win! When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When immigrant rights are under
Looks like
attack,
his Suburbans
what do we
here.
do? Stand up, fight back! When
Blacked
immigrant
out,
rights are under attack, what do we
Secret
do?
Service.
Stand up, fight back!
Vehicle.
We are here at Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee, and we are for legalization for all. We abolish
I've never seen a vehicle here. First time.
I am a teacher, and I have seen my students have to go through lockdown. It is freaking traumatic.
I don't know what happened with the officer. I'm sure that it's still all under investigation. But what they released is that yeah, it was a back and forth shooting, and he's confirmed to be the suspect of the boys that passed away over north.
In any other city or in any other state, right?
The family is saying
Out of
his
our city.
mental
Even though it's
illness.
such an amazing work, it's not enough.
But other than that, yeah.
Abolish
Resolution,
the
what up?
whole damn thing.
Yes, Windwalker.
Otherwise, schools in other cities and other states are going to go through
Let's
the same
go.
shit. And kids all over this country are going to be locked down in their houses. That is traumatic, and it is not right. That ain't right. So when immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? Thank you. I would like to introduce our next speaker, which is abolishing ICE. Thank you so much.
When I say fuck, you say ice. Fuck. Ice. Fuck. Ice. Fuck. Ice. Hello, everybody. My name is Morgan Bunyandri. I'm with the Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee. We're here today because we know that the fight is not over. We all know that this drawdown is a load of shit. Our streets were flooded with 3,000 federal agents in an invasion. The effects of this invasion don't just wave away at the snap of Tom Homan's fingers. They came to our cities to kidnap, shoot, and kill us, leaving empty seats at dinner tables and families in ruins. With the violence, let me ask you guys a question. When this violence hit our communities, were we scared? No! No, we were not scared. When our local leaders did nothing, it was up to us to fight back. And we fought back hard. We fought back so hard that the ghouls of the federal government became scared, realizing that they were waging a war that they could not win. They went from waging a war to timidly cutting deals with our local leaders,
Thank you guys all for tuning in. Make sure you guys tap the like button. Thank you.
My coworkers were still afraid to go
Hit
to
that
work.
follow button, subscribe if you haven't
Moms
yet.
and dads have been deported and sent hundreds of miles away. My neighbors who've been brutalized.
It's Tim Walz
tear gassed,
against the
and
policies
killed.
around immigration.
Family won't forget.
That he basically loosened up restrictions for ICE to do whatever.
Who died in ICE custody last year won't forget.
And there's still a whole bunch of
We are not
ICE in
going to
Minnesota.
forget. And we are not going to stop fighting. But now, in the wake of all these deaths,
It's still 5 times the levels before Metro Surge.
closed doors to have our local law enforcement hand over data on our vulnerable residents over to the fascist DHS and immigration enforcement. Sheriffs across the state are cooperating with ICE to put a target on the backs of anyone with my skin color, deputizing their officers and turning the justice system into a fast track to the deportation machine. Drawdown is not what we want. What we want is ICE out now. What do we want?
ICE out now.
What do we want?
ICE out.
When do we want it? Now. And so, Tim, we're making it loud and clear what we want. All the violence and the terror in our streets, we don't want it just to be shoved behind the curtains, out of sight, away from our prying eyes. We want it gone.
There's nobody in the
This immigration system cannot be reformed. It's rooted
I don't know.
in violence and terror. It needs to be abolished. It needs to take its ugly head out of Minnesota once and for all. So, if you can hear me, grow some balls and protect your people.
Let's go.
We demand an
Let's go.
eviction moratorium to take care of those of us living in fear. We demand an end to 287G agreements. We demand an end to cooperation between local law enforcement and federal agents. We demand Minnesota to be declared a sanctuary state where people aren't afraid of roving mass gangs on the street, kidnapping them because of the color of their skin. We demand justice for the victims of ICE and legalization for all. Because in Minnesota, we make no compromises. These are our demands, and we're going to keep on fighting.
Make sure you guys share the
Because when
live.
we fight,
Thank
we
you.
win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fucking fight, we win. Thank you, everybody.
La misma porquería. La misma porquería. La poli, la migra. La poli, la migra. La misma porquería. La misma porquería. Now, my great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Lisa Washington, from the wrongfully incarcerated and overtaxed Council.
Yeah, yesterday I covered something unrelated that we've been covering out the last 2 months. There was an officer involved shooting in Brooklyn Center, so that our original plan was to go to Whipple yesterday, but we ended up going there instead.
We are here today once again.
It's a line, Blaze.
We refuse to be sold out.
Yeah.
We refuse to have our neighbors disappear.
Look at that neon sign.
We refuse
It says,
backroom deals with
fuck ICE and neon.
We refuse silence from the very people elected to protect us. Governor Tim Walz, we are watching you.
100%.
Minnesota does not belong to ICE. Our counties are not holding cells for federal raids. Our communities are not bargaining chips. For years, Black, brown, and indigenous communities have asked for real leadership, real protection, real courage, and to
What's up, Omar Audits?
what we deny
Welcome in.
hesitation.
Free Palestine.
compromise, and political calculation.
Did you make it out
Can I
here?
get a shame? Shame! Governor Walz, you are not running again. You have nothing to lose and everything to prove. Right. If there was ever a moment to stand up with backbone and conviction, it is now. Do something meaningful before you walk out that door. Let your final chapter be courage, not
For the army,
collaboration.
Janae.
And let's talk about what's coming next. Amy Klobuchar is running for that.
Omar, you're supposed to be out here. Oh, where you at, Omar?
Minnesota deserves the full truth about her record. During her time in the Hennepin County Attorney's Office, she
Janae,
was
how you
part of
doing?
and helped advance a harsh, tough on crime period that handed out extreme sentences to black boys and girls.
Thank you for the popular.
Teenagers, children, some of them innocent, many of them given decades. Some
Thank
given
you,
life,
Lion
some
Blaze,
given life
for
without
subscribing.
parole. Young lives were locked away instead of investigated. Communities were over-policed and over-punished instead of supported. Families were torn apart and courtrooms were being tough, meant devastating black
What's up, Eric?
futures. Can I get a shame on that? That is the absolute truth. Don't just take my word for it. Go look it up. It's public record. Ask the name Mayan Burrell. Ask the name Cornelius Jackson. Ask the name Martin Hayes.
This is the governor's
These are not
house.
isolated cases.
Tim Walz'
These are not
house.
Their names sit on a long and painful list of people harmed during that era of prosecution.
Thank you, Omar.
A system that fed mass incarceration and left black families carrying the trauma. Mayan lost years of his life before his case unraveled, who is still suffering after being locked away at the age of 16 years old.
What's up, Brian? Appreciate you, Eric. Thank you for tuning in.
Cornelius,
Supporting
the
the channel.
when he was taken, is still fighting for his freedom.
What's up, Bunny
nearly
Bay?
2 decades later. Reborn,
This is Minnesota. Yeah, with all the snow, maybe Florida. I wish I was on vacation. Tammy.
Forget about that. No. We are supposed to pretend these patterns didn't exist. We are supposed to believe that the same political establishment that fueled incarceration will now protect immigrant families from ICE raids in the dark. Question
Thank you
mark.
guys for all the likes on
No.
YouTube. Everyone that is not on my YouTube channel, it's Northern Lakes Media, all one
We
word.
demand leadership that does not trade human beings for political convenience. We demand leadership
So,
that
love
stands
the
with
belch.
black, brown, and indigenous communities. Not just in speeches, but in action. To Governor Walz, do not let your legacy be collaboration with ICE. To Amy Klobuchar, we have not forgotten the home. Y'all remember that when it's time for election. To the people of Minnesota, remember the name, remember the pattern, remember who stood up and who stayed silent. Our cities are not disposable, our children are not collateral damage, and our freedom is not negotiable.
Thank you for the
We
level,
are
big
still
level
here.
5,
We are
Janae.
still organizing, and we're not backing
Appreciate it.
down. I say, y'all,
Thank you. Are you guys warm? Yeah. Are you warm? Yeah. Tell your neighbor, tell them you're warm. I'm warm. I feel warm. My hands feel warm. I feel warm.
It's not too bad.
You
It's
say la migra, chinga.
La migra.
Chinga. 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 The lights are on in there. Does that mean someone's in there? You would think. Chinga. Chinga. If the lights on in Tim Walz's house, is someone in there? Who knows? Chinga. Chinga. Okay, we're gonna get a little warm now. So if you have a sign, we're gonna do a little getting warm movement action. We're gonna go get up, get down, and then you got to get up, down.
Minneapolis won't back down.
Exactly. Ready? This time's ready. Get up, get down. Minneapolis won't back down. Get up, get down. Minneapolis won't back down. Get up, get down.
Minneapolis won't back down. Get down. Minneapolis won't back down. Get down. Hey.
Minneapolis won't back down. Get up.
Get down. Hey.
Minneapolis
Won't back down.
Get
Down. Hey.
Minneapolis
Just won't back down.
Let's do one in Spanish. I'm going to say, ¿qué es lo que queremos? And then you guys are going to yell right back, justicia, justicia, justice, justice. You know this one, right? And then I'm going to say, ¿y cuando la queremos? You guys are going to say, ready? ¿Qué es lo que queremos? Justicia, justicia. ¿Y cuando la queremos? ¿Qué es lo que queremos? Justicia, justicia. ¿Y cuándo la queremos? ¿Qué es lo que queremos? Justicia, justicia. ¿Y cuándo la queremos? ¿Qué es lo que queremos? Justicia, justicia. ¿Y cuándo la queremos? ¿Qué es lo que queremos? Justicia, justicia. ¿Y cuándo la queremos? ¿Qué es lo que queremos? Justicia, justicia. ¿Y cuándo la queremos?
Thank you, Oscar. I really needed that.
The people are mad at Tim Walz's policies.
Okay,
That's
I
what's
agree.
going on.
I'm going to introduce our next speaker, who is from the Anti-War Committee, Oklahoma. Take it away. Hello? I would like to ask Walz today not to sell out immigrants. But I can only ask Walz not to sell out immigrants any more than he already has. I have already seen the poster placing Coleman as a professional law enforcement officer, as if we are kidnapping more professionally. Shame! Walz talks as if the problem is lack of cooperation with local police officers, as if local law enforcement officers do not already routinely put our communities in danger. Shame! Walz asks for more night raids as if the problem with the raids is how
Thank
easy
you,
it was
everyone.
for
It's
rapid
been good.
responders to make a scene, and not the kidnapping of our neighbors. Shame! Walz could have instituted an eviction moratorium a while ago, and could have provided much needed relief to fearful families sheltered in place. Shame! These capitulations are unfortunately not surprising, and come out of problems that existed even before Metro
Make sure you guys share the
including
live.
the normalization
on
of state violence against people of color at home and abroad. We have so many ways to justify when violence had an acceptable target, often when that target is already oppressed. We have normalized police violence against our black neighbors, both on our streets and in our prisons. We have normalized violence against immigrants, especially everywhere, but especially at the border, where Border Patrol destroys water supplies left out for migrants. In May 2023, Arizona Border Patrol shot and killed Raymond Mejia, who is not only a citizen, but also a citizen of the Oahe Nation. The fact that reporting included both Raymond's murder and citizenship status together highlights the mechanisms of state violence at play, determining who and is not an acceptable target. The status quo was already a problem. We have also normalized violence and genocide in Palestine, Sudan, and the imperial periphery. For example, Walz chairs the State Board of Investments, or as I'll be bringing FBI. The FBI has $5.6 billion invested in companies complicit in Israel's genocide. This includes $1.4
million in Israel's largest weapons manufacturer, Elbit Systems, which makes the majority. Elbit makes the majority
Everyone
of the
tuned in on
drones
YouTube,
used
share the
in
live if you
Israel.
haven't yet.
They have another $55 million invested in Palantir. A tech and AI company
Like,
that
share,
started by
comment.
Israel using its tech in the September
Same
2024
as
traitor
TikTok.
bombing. Well, the exact details of Palantir's contract with Israel are not public. Palantir has boasted that its customers have no restriction on how they use its technology, and we have seen Israel use AI programs such as Labrador and Roadside to generate lists of people's customers. These investments tie public workers' pensions to violence. Divest from Israel, divest from Elbit, divest from politics. Our world is built on exploitation. To quote the Joker here, nobody panics when things go according to plan, even if the plan is horrifying. While Walz might sometimes find the resulting suffering regrettable, he does his duty as governor, overseeing and maintaining that system, following the plan. With Metro Surge, the violence that was always there escaped containment, partly because of the scale of the forces deployed against us, but also because we cared for each other in ways that the system was not prepared to handle. Businesses shut down on February 23rd, and some reduced service more generally to protect their workers. Patrollers and rapid responders took to the streets to stop kidnapping, and failing that and ensure that kidnappings could not happen quiet. Renee Good and Alex Pretty died protecting their neighbors. We keep our neighbors safe. Walz's compromises try to contain the violence instead of eliminating it. When public workers use public comments at SBI meetings to confront Walz about the violence in their investments, he tried to hide the problem away. SBI meetings became virtual and sometimes just didn't happen. Now, deals to hand over immigrant prisoners tied to deportation of violence in prisons instead of being on the streets, but it doesn't get rid of that violence. Conducting night raids when community members are not awake to help, again, does not prevent the violence. It makes it worse and just hides it away. But Walz, you cannot hide. You cannot escape state violence by hiding it away. To start playing the sexual victim game would be a moral state. We care about our immigrant neighbor down the street and our Palestinian neighbors across the wall. Even when our care increases our
Big turnout tonight at the governor's house here.
fellow people
Tim
are
Walz's house.
We keep us safe not by avoiding risk, but by sharing.
Protesting Tim Walz's
These
policies.
systems of state violence
That's what
also feed on each
the
other
main
and
objective
grow,
is here today.
even when hidden away. And those systems profit as the list of acceptable targets. The DHS didn't need Israel to start ethnic cleansing here. We have our own history of land theft and genocide to draw on, but evil cross-pollinates. Elbit CEO has boasted that
They're upset about how
their
ICE
sales
isn't out of Minnesota yet. And yeah, there's 5 times the amount of ICE as it was before Metro Surge, and everything that he caved in. Tim Walz caved in on a lot of different matters relating
And Elbit
to
plans on helping construct over 300 surveillance towers for DHS between 2023 and 2033.
immigration.
Meanwhile, Meanwhile, Palantir contracts with the DHS to provide immigration OS and elite app programs that pull information from databases, social media, and public programs to track immigrant movements. And violence does not stay contained. Our enemies use these connections to fuel and arm each other. So they also mean that we have an opportunity to strike a blow to both DHS and Israel through the emotions of that they both rely upon. Walz could divest now if he wanted. He could have also divested a while ago. This has been an ongoing demand. Shame. Also, in the spirit of how much we have accomplished caring for each other directly these past few months without Walz, I also hope for a future where the governor is irrelevant, where we're not begging him to have Walz You got out of the way. We're doing what we need to do.
That's right.
And in particular for the divestment image, a future where public workers have a true say in their pensions, and our investments in the future become another way in which we care for each other. Divest from Elvis, divest from Palantir, divest from Israel, divest from ICE. Invest in each other.
Thank you guys, everyone tuned in. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't.
Good, thank you.
Anybody on
Okay, we're gonna get warm again, son.
appreciate all the follows, all the tabs.
So we're gonna get warm. We're gonna do some of this. Make a beat. But at the same time, guys. Boom.
We're gonna get back into TikTok. We're gonna get back in.
Here we go. Boots! Boots! Boots are on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots! Boots are on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! If you really want do some like Zumba. You ready? Boots! Boots! Boots are on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots! Boots are on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots! Boots are on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! So warm! Boots! Boots! Boots are on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! Honor! Boots! Boots! Boots are on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots! Boots are on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! Okay, I feel really warm now. You guys know this one too. I'm gonna say Minnesota. You guys are gonna answer me that you're here. I'm gonna say Minnesota. You're gonna say Presente. I'm gonna say it again. Minnesota. Presente. I'm gonna say I do it for my people. You guys are gonna translate for me. Lo hago pa mi gente. Ready? We're gonna practice. Minnesota. Presente. Minnesota. I do it for my people. Minnesota. Minnesota. I do it for my people.
Let's go, bro.
Minnesota. Minnesota. I do it for my people. Yo lo hago pa mi gente. Exactly, you got it. If you're confused, ask your neighbor. Minnesota. Minnesota. I do it for my people. There we go. Minnesota. Minnesota. I do it for my people. Minnesota. Minnesota. I do it for my people. Minnesota! Minnesota! I do it for my people. Yeah, I know that's right. When I say chinga, you say la migra. Chinga! 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 Fuck! 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 Now we're gonna do one a classic. Walz, escucha. Estamos en la lucha. Walz, estamos en la lucha. Walz, escucha. 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 Estamos en la lucha. Well, I'm getting cold again, so we're gonna do this one again now. We just wake up. Get up, get down. Minneapolis won't back down. Get up, get down. Minneapolis won't back down. Get up, get down. Minneapolis won't back down. Get up, get down. won't back down. Get up, get down. Minneapolis 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 won't back down. Get up, turn around. Minneapolis won't back down. Get up, get down. Minneapolis won't back down. Get up, get down. Minneapolis won't back down. All right, let's do another one. Aquí estamos. Aquí estamos. Y no nos vamos. Y no nos vamos. Y si nos echan. Y si nos echan. Nos regresamos. Aquí estamos. Aquí estamos. Y no nos vamos. Y si nos echan. Y si nos echan. Nos regresamos. Nos regresamos. Aquí estamos. Aquí estamos. Y no nos vamos. Y no nos vamos. Y si nos echan. Y si nos echan. Nos regresamos. Nos
So, lamb chop.
We'd like you to learn is a chant that one of our members made up on the spot at a rally that we had. Okay, so I wanted to share this because one of our speakers mentioned the status quo. And it's really important for us to remember
What's up, Sadie, little boy?
culmination of centuries of racist, white supremacist immigration policies. It is not enough for us to get rid of ICE. It is not enough for us to get rid of Border Patrol. It is not enough for us to get rid of DHS. This whole fucking system.
Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up on YouTube if you haven't yet. YouTube channel, Northern Lakes Media, all one word.
Today, because you understand that. It is your job. It is your responsibility to talk to your neighbors, to talk to those confused liberals that think that electing fucking Amy Klobuchar is going to be good for our state.
No way. No way.
Not just jailed black
They want to keep it in the same cabinet.
teenagers.
Same.
She has voted
people.
every single time for money for the border, for money for ICE.
People, I agree. People need change. We need to change the face. The people of Minnesota need to vote for what candidate they want, not handpicked by Tim Walz. 100%.
Because we demand justice.
People in Minnesota need to be able to pick, not Amy Klobuchar, to pick who they want to pick.
No, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. We won't go back to the status quo. We won't go back to the status quo. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. We won't go back to the status quo. We won't go.
Thank you for the tab.
We won't go.
It's a 10K.
Hell no, we won't go.
YouTube, thank you guys for tuning in.
Status quo.
We're at Tim Walz's residence.
We won't go back to the status
For
quo.
those that just joined in.
Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. We won't go back to the status quo.
Back to the status quo.
Hell no, we won't go. 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 We won't go back to the status quo. We won't go back to the status quo. We won't go back to the status quo. We won't go no saltas migra. So that means anyone not jumping is ICE. If you have mobility issues, you do not have to jump. We will not think you are not migra, okay? But it was really good for these very long winters and long marches. A lot of our immigrant communities back then would take 4-mile marches at a minimum, right? So we would get cold in the winter. Thank you for coming out here. Now we're going to jump together and we're going to practice. No salta. El que no salta. El que no salta. El que no salta. Es migra. Es migra. El que no salta es migra. El que no salta es migra.
Oh shit, we got... Woo! Let's go! Hey! Hey! It's a party, Chants! Woo! Wish I had boots on. Ooh, 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 ooh! Hell no!
So many people on fundraisers for us, so thank you to all those
That sounds like...
So thank you guys so much for coming out tonight in the cold. We appreciate y'all so much. We appreciate your support so much. Please keep showing up. NERAC has called our annual May 1st International Workers' Day March. It's our 20th year doing it, and so we're trying to make it the biggest yet, So please follow us on social, follow us on Instagram, especially for our call-ins to try to call people like Governor Walz and demand
Thank you guys for the Harvey. Thank you for the support. What up,
they
bro?
represent us.
How are you?
Good. And tell them to listen.
Bro, my feet got snow in them, bro.
Huh?
My feet got snow in them. I have my work dress shoes on.
Oh.
Check it out, Chad. Dedication.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Came right from work. Came right from work.
Right from work. Yeah, we got the dress shoes on. You feel me? Dedication to come out here and film. Wow. This was a big group, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Where are you about to go?
Hold up, I'm not leaving.
Oh, okay. Wow. What do you guys think? Walrus, Bluey. There's Bluey over here.
She's good.
What's good, gang? What up? We got everybody here. We got everybody here. Let's go. Lock it in.
That's immediately what I think of.
Bruce is just like a pot symbol. That should be his name. You should be just like a weed symbol. That's your name. The pot leaf, bro. That's yeah. Hey, you have a fan, by the way. You got somebody crushing on you. Hey, listen. Oh. You don't want to be on camera. My bad. Hey, no, I'll tell you later. No, I can't tell you.
Okay.
Because that'll ruin the thing. That'll ruin the thing.
Silly, man. You're silly.
That'll ruin the thing. Not my chat. Not my chat. It's somebody you know. I think. You gonna have to find out. You gonna have to find out. Let's go. Oh, this is his whole crib, bro. Oh shit. My bad. My bad. This is his whole crib right here. Everybody tuned in. I appreciate you guys and gals. We're gonna. What's up, Cashew?
Hey.
What's the word? You made it out.
I did. I wasn't sure I was going to make it, so I packed everything up before I left for work this morning so I could be here on time.
Make sure you're here on time. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm in my dress shoes. Dedication, guys. To be a journalist.
Yeah. Trying to balance, full. Everybody knows. People walking up and down.
Everybody made it out. Everybody made it out. Cashew, yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Dude, everybody's here.
What?
Everybody's here, huh?
Yeah. Damn.
It was popping. YouTube was popping. Did you see that? There's like a news agency that pulled up, I think.
Did you see Mia? Did you see that thing up there earlier?
That was you? Oh, no, you weren't. Is anybody in the crib? Somebody, no, you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me. Once I get off live, you gotta tell me. Yeah, make sure you guys lock in with Bruce. He does not want his face on stream, but hey, Bruce. Hey, say it louder, 420. 2 phones. I got 2 phones. Hey, let's go. Hey, so I tried to do the Streamlabs, and apparently you can't combine TikTok and YouTube on mobile on Streamlabs. So it's not compatible for mobile.
You gotta have a laptop.
You gotta have a laptop. Yeah, you can do Facebook to YouTube, or you can do like Twitch, but TikTok does not. And that's what I needed. That's what I needed. So honestly, and then it's glitched. I can't even use it. So I'm like, I don't care.
I had 1.1 viewer, and I've never had just 1 viewer.
1.1?
Yeah, on what?
No,
on which one?
TikTok.
Oh.
On TikTok Live?
I was right when I get to 150 steady.
Yeah. It bounces down. It goes right back down.
It goes right back down.
That's why you gotta restart your live sometimes.
That's what I'm learning.
Yeah, that's what you're refreshing your page. Yeah. You learn as you
But no, it's
Kevin, what's up?
they also on top of that add an extra process for all the follow. Like our CEO has a bitch fit and
like 888 or something.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, no.
Should I end it?
No? Hell no.
Keep going.
Oh, for the gear.
Oh, she almost took out her axle, dog.
I know, right?
Stop wasting your electricity and turn the lights off. Tax my contract.
Yeah, let's go.
If nobody's in there utilizing the services of our publicly funded building, please turn the goddamn lights off.
Leaders can eat less. The children are starving. And the leaders don't get to eat.
Let's freaking go. Who brought tacos?
Which way, bro?
Trina did?
Too much anger.
Everybody that's tuned in. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the whole protest? Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up as you leave. Probably end it right here. Thank you so much, everybody.